paper form, there are a few things that you should read before you begin. So let's do that now. Please read instructions carefully. Please type or print clearly with a blue or black ink pen. That is so important. You may not use a pencil or any other color of pen. Do not use marker or highlighter. Please use a blue or black ink pen. If you don't have one, please raise your hand and ask your instructor if they have one that you can borrow. For further information, you may consult the Secretary of State's website at voteohio.gov or call 877 SOS Ohio. Eligibility. You are qualified to register to vote in Ohio if you meet all of the following requirements. 1. You are a citizen of the United States. 2. You will be at least 18 years old on or before the day of the general election. 3. You will be a resident of Ohio for at least 30 days immediately before the election in which you want to vote. 4. You are not incarcerated, in jail, or in prison for a felony conviction. 5. You have been declared incompetent for voting purposes by a probate court. 6. You have not been permanently disenfranchised or for violations of election laws. Use this form to register to vote or update your current Ohio registration if you have changed your address or name. However, if you're not of age right now, we still are going to ask you in ready period to go ahead and fill out the form as a way of practice. Once you're done, you'll give it to your teacher, and if you're not eligible to vote, we will shred your information. Notice, this form must be received or postmarked by the 30th day before an election at which you intend to vote. You will be notified by your County Board of Elections of the location where you vote. If you do not receive a notice following timely submissions of this form, please contact your County Board of Elections. Numbers 1 and 2 are required by law. You must answer both of the questions on your registration for your registration to be processed. Identification requirements. If you have a current Ohio driver's license or state ID card, you must provide that number on line 10. If you do not have an Ohio driver's license or a state ID card, you must provide the last 4 digits of your Social Security number on line 10. If you have neither, please write none. Residency requirements. Your voting residence is the location that you consider to be a permanent, not a temporary, residence. Your voting residence is the place in which your habitation is fixed and to which, whenever you are absent, you intend to return. If you do not have a fixed place of habitation, but you are consistent or regular inhabitant of a shelter or other location to which you intend to return, you may use that shelter or other location as your residence for purposes of registering to vote. If you have questions about your specific residency circumstances, you may contact your local Board of Elections for further information. Your signature. In the area below the arrow in box 14, please write your cursive, handwritten signature or make your legal mark, taking care that it does not touch the surrounding lines, so when it is digitally imaged by your County Board of Elections, it can be effectively be used to identify your signature. They will compare that signature when you arrive to vote. Whoever commits election falsification is guilty of a felony of the 5th degree. When you're done with your registration form today, please return it to your teacher. Again, if you are not eligible to vote, we will make sure that your information is shredded and discarded. If you are able to vote, then we will have one of our government teachers take your registration form to the Board of Elections for you. You don't even need to transport it or mail it in. We've got you. All right, let's look at this form. Here's the registration form. Whether you have it on a card or on a piece of paper, it'll look the same. The very first thing you're going to do is click, or not click, but mark the box, I am registering as an Ohio voter. Registering as an Ohio voter. Are you a U.S. citizen? Mark yes or no. Will you be at least 18 years of age on or before the next general election? Yes or no? And for those that do not know, the next general election will be in November. If you answer no to either of the questions, do not complete this form. So in box 3, you're going to put your last name. Print clearly. Then you're going to put your first name, your middle name or the initial to your middle name, and then indicate if you're a junior or the second, etc. On line 4, you're going to put your house number and street. Then, if you have an apartment number or a lot number, you're going to put that below here. Your city goes here, or if you use a post office, you can put that here as well. Then your zip code to your home. 7, additional mailing address if necessary, if you have additional information that goes onto your address. County where you live. We live in Clark County. Clark County. Your birth date, but you're going to put month, day, and year. And you can put that with the numbers. So for instance, my birthday is December 8th, 1982. So I would put 12-8-1982. On line 10, this is where you put your Ohio driver's license number, your state ID card number, or the last 4 digits of your social security number, okay? One of those must be present. If you have your license or your state ID, get that out now. Go ahead and indicate the number in this box. If you don't have a license or state ID, go ahead and give the last 4 digits of your social security number and write them there. Then in box 11, you put your phone number. This is not required. It is voluntary. What you're going to do now is you're going to go down here and put today's date, which is February 1st, 02/01/2024. And then in the signature box, you are going to sign your name in cursive. You are declaring under penalty of election falsification, I am a citizen of the United States, will have lived in the state for 30 days immediately preceding the next election, and will be at least 18 years of age at the time of the general election. You do not need to touch this box. It is for board purposes only. Do not touch this box. I'm going to pause right now. If you have any questions for your teacher, please ask now.